Hey!
How are you? What are you up to there?
I just nearly knocked over my guitar. How are you, mate?
I'm good. I look like I really caught you by surprise there.
I was like, oh God. Yeah, mate, happy Friday. How's the week been? Good?
Oh, mate, no, pretty good. Oh, pretty good, yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome along to another week of the old Wolfe Pack Weekly. Daylight Savings Edition now.
Yeah, you can see it's light. It's light outside now. So, no more. Yeah. I'm going to have to rethink the whole design, mate. It was all built around a dark night. Yeah, Nick, big week. Look, first off, 8 o'clock tonight, brand new film clips going live for Till It Ends. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Joe
YouTube
Camilleri,
premiere. That's going to be
YouTube
happening
premiere.
8 p.m. We're going to post a link very soon. Check it out. So as soon as we jump off here, let's head over there and all watch the premiere of the Till It Ends film clip together. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We will. Nick, Joe Camilleri is coming up shortly. Big fan. I'm a big fan. One of the hardest working, most talented people in the business. So that's really exciting. If you've just joined us, please tell us where you're tuning in from. Leave a comment, leave a question. Hit the share, tag your friends, do all of that fun stuff, and yeah, another week. Nick, this week, a little bit sad. Music industry, we lost a giant, like an absolute giant in the music industry. Definitely a big influence for Brody. Brody actually has a Van Halen tattoo right here on his arm, but of course, we're talking about the one and only Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, he's pretty much influenced all guitarists from him on, really. He invented sort of, shredding, I guess,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Really took, rock guitar playing to another place that hadn't gone before, and yeah, very, very sad. So
very sad. So I think there's a picture there of Eddie. Look at that. What a man. How cool is that? That's so cool. You need to get one of those guitars, I think, Nick. I was, listening to some Van Halen this week, as I'm sure most people did, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to attempt a Van Halen song. Now, actually had a few emails.
Do the guitar solos? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to do the guitar solos. No, had a few messages and emails, Nick, people saying, can one of us you do a Van Halen tribute, like play something? I was like, well, neither of us. You're a very good guitarist. I'm an ordinary guitarist. I thought, but I don't think either of us can play anything like Eddie Van Halen. So I've sort of been listening to what would work maybe on an acoustic guitar, and this is what I've come up with. So this is my tribute to Eddie Van Halen.
Go for it.
All right. Here it comes, that funny feeling again, wind me up inside every time we touch. Hey, I don't know, just tell me where to begin, 'cause I never ever felt so much. I can't recall any love at all. Oh baby, let's blow them all away. It's got what it takes. So tell me why can't this be love? Straight from the heart, tell me why can't this be love? I tell myself that only fools rush in, and only time will tell if we stand the test of time. Hey, I don't know, you gotta run to win. I'll be damned if I get hung up on the line. You know I can't recall any love at all. Oh baby, let's blow them all away. It's got what it takes. So tell me why can't this be love? Straight from the heart. Oh, tell me why can't this be love? You know I can't recall anything at all. Oh baby, let's blow them all away. It's got what it takes. So tell me why can't this be love? Straight from the heart. Oh, tell me why can't this be love? I got to know why can't this be love? Oh, tell me why can't this be love? My tribute to EVH. I skipped the solo. I skipped that solo. I was nearly going to do that. And I thought, you know what? It doesn't quite fit the acoustic.
Mate, I enjoyed it. It was good.
Okay.
So,
well, is Joe ready? Is he on the line?
Joe is with us. He's
okay,
waiting
well, look,
in the virtual wings, mate.
Okay, so how do I start? Look, first off, without a doubt, one of the most talented people in the business. Second off, probably one of the most hardest working. Jozo Zepp, the Falcons, Black Sorrows. We've been lucky enough, Nick, we actually did we'll talk about this later, but we met briefly at a gig we did for Leading Edge Music, where we got to showcase our music, and I think the Black Sorrows had a brand new album out. Anyway, one of the best. We're very lucky he's donated his time to talk to us tonight, so if the internet gods are with us, the one and only Joe Camilleri, everybody.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey.
Thank
How
you
are you,
for
Joe?
joining us tonight.
It's working.
It is. You don't how relieved I feel when the special guest comes on and the internet's working. I'm like, thank God. So
me and technology don't go hand in hand. So anything could happen from this moment on.
Well, look, mate. Hey, first off, thank you so much for doing this. We spoke on the phone. We spoke on the phone the other week, and normally we'd be out gigging, working, but this is what we're doing. So, mate, how has the last few months been for you? Because I mean, you would have spent a lot of time on the road. How's it been?
Yeah, well, I think just like any hard-working act, we're sort of full-time road warriors. So we're sort of 4 to 5 nights a week. So it was devastating for me and for my way of life and my not so much my livelihood. Well, even though it impacts my livelihood in a big way, but the way of life, what you do, it's pretty hard to stay at home. I didn't know what that was like, but I've learnt about it over the last 7 months. And of course, we're really heavy in lockdown in Melbourne, so we can't really do anything. We can't see anybody. We're not allowed to talk to anybody. We can't. We have to have a coffee on the run. We have to have a mask. I mean, sometimes I feel I should have a mask on in the house, but so it's kind of scary. And I think when it all sort of starts to feel a little better, it's going to be very difficult. And I know you guys are the same. You're always out and you're always doing things. I think the social distance component of a gig is going to be really weird. Like for us, we're able to maybe, I mean, everything's shut down in Victoria, but maybe we can have a 200-seater. We might be able to have 50 people in a 200-seater or 100 people in a 500-seater. So it's going to be devastating. I'm a 5-piece band. So what do? Do you cut half of them? Do you do Solomon and say, I'll have this baby, let that one fly, cut them all out. and of course, you know, they're your family, your band members. If you can hang in a bus 4 hours a day and still like each other after a 6-week tour, that of course never ends. It's a bit like Gilligan's Island. But if it never ends, you know, you've got your brothers in blood, and it means a lot, you know. So it's pretty hard to sort of say, we've got a gig for you, but you can only be a solo act, or you can only have one geezer with you. And so it's going to be a little bit weird to sort of deal with. I haven't reached that point yet, because all the gigs I'm getting are being cancelled because we can't get out. So if we've got, I think, the 19th of this month, when Daniel Andrews decides whether to lift the lockdown to stage 3 of, you know, we're heavy lockdown. I mean, we can't move more than 5 kilometres, and we had a curfew a couple of weeks ago, you know, right up to a couple of weeks ago. So it's very difficult, and it's pretty hard to sort of really concentrate on your you know, roasted pumpkin, or your roasted or you got to fix something up in the house that you're not qualified for that kind of behaviour. So, any
good home renos, mate, you done, or no?
Well, you know, I kick a few things around. As long as I can dig it up, and if it doesn't work, I can just, you know, planting is really good. I think gardening is a great tool for people, because if it dies, you just pull it out, put something else in there, and take the credit. That's
what I do. Yeah.
My cooking skills have got a little bit better, you know. So this evening I'm having, or, you know, sometimes I pretend that I'm having table for 2, but I've got roasted cauliflower with cumin and tahini topping, you know,
nice.
with potato medallions and a bit of smashed peas, you know. So
we'll come round.
That's why you're not allowed to. But that's what I'm looking forward to. You know, yet again, trying to. And here's the other thing: if I stay up now, I'm not gig fit, right? I'm sure you're probably pretty much.
I've got to sing 3 songs here a week.
If I stay up past 9:30, you know, like I'm really excited. Because there's nothing to do. I reckon if you stay up till 11 o'clock, you want to commit suicide. You want to wake up in the morning feeling that your cup is half full.
So I feel for you, mate. You've spent, like, obviously the majority of your life touring and making music, and you're literally, everything that you are about has been what the polar opposite of the last few months have been to you. So. Well, I feel for you, mate. I feel for everyone in Victoria right now. Yeah. Really do.
It's tough, but look, the upside is you do stuff, right? You say you're doing stuff. Well, I've got. I think, Tom, we spoke about this last week. We both got records ready to go. We're both now writing more music. So I've got another record that I'm really, you know, in that second stage. You know, the ugly stage is the. When the songs that you're writing are unsuitable for human consumption, you know, and then you sort of fix them up, and then you think, oh, this is not so bad, and you do 12, 13, 14, and then you run out of ideas, so you go crazy, right? You sort of you don't know really what to do, so you do look at different things like. Well, you know, I think I could mow the lawn today. No, I won't mow all of the lawn because I need a little bit of time to look at that other bit of lawn tomorrow. But I can't do it all. I can't sort of knock it all out of the park in one hit. Mate.
Oh, that's funny. That's
funny. And you've got to maintain your sense of humour for whatever, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we said it before we come on air. We never intended to be doing a live stream show interview thing, but it's a bit of fun, and at the very least, I think it brings us all together. So,
I think you're doing a smashing job, sir.
I don't think I'm very good at singing Van Halen, though, Joe. I think we can leave that to.
I thought it was okay.
It was okay. It was okay, but nothing more than okay.
It's a challenging one.
It was, you know. I mean, I wouldn't have a go at it.
Yeah.
I might have a go at jump, but that's as far as I go.
Yeah.
But, a sad loss. And, of course, we're losing.
Yeah.
We're losing all the good people. We lost Johnny Nash as well.
Yeah.
And that was sad. It's always sad to lose a great artist in whichever form they come in, whether it's a jazz player, rock player, blues player, whatever it is,
Yeah.
And they do make up the tapestry of rock or jazz, whatever it is that you follow. It's a wonderful coat to carry.
Yeah. Now, Joe, we met 2000. I think it was 2014. There it is. Look at, I was a little bit younger there. A conference for leading edge. You look good. I've just got worse as it gone on, but that was for leading edge music. Now,
I know.
I've never told you this, but I got to just tell you how good you were that night, because this was 6 years ago. I had a few more miles under the belt and a lot more experience, but I remember thinking about that gig, being quite nervous and going, okay, I've got to play this, and then we've got to do a tight segue into this, and trying to, connect with these people. And I completely overthought it. And then you just got up there with all your charisma and all your talent and was just like, yeah, what do you want to hear? Give me the guitar. I think because you've done a lot of Van Morrison stuff, someone wanted you to do Van Morrison. So you picked up the guitar, you played a G chord, and you said, yeah, that'll do. Right, next. And I remember just sitting back and going, oh, my God. I actually learnt a lot from that, because it was just so natural and so, so cool to do that.
Well, thanks for that. It just goes to show what an idiot I am. But I remember that too, because it was I don't think a leading edge exists anymore, but that was a way of being able to get your record. You're on your way up, and I was at the bottom of the ninth. So
I don't know about that,
but they weren't listening to any of us. They were only there for alcohol and a chat,
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
And of course, we're at the Crown, and it was just, I thought it was a total disaster, apart from, because I'm watching you guys, I'm saying these guys are really great, and everybody, apart from maybe the front two rows or something, were just kind of just talking. So I figured, and I'm saying, yeah, that's another fine mess you got me into. I was talking about my management, but of course I didn't have management, so I was talking to myself.
No. So, honestly, mate, you were so good. You were just such a pro, and it was I just loved watching it. I actually learnt a lot. I went away and rethought how I did talk to crowds and performances after that. I thought, no, I'm over. It needs to start again. So.
And we do have another matter I'd like to bring up with you now.
Yeah.
Growing up, every time you would appear on TV on Hey Had Saturday or one of those shows, anything. So our dad, when he was alive, he was a drummer, and I believe he supported you at a gig in Tassie,
Okay.
years and years ago. And every time you would come on, I'm sure you didn't personally do this, but he lost a mic stand at that gig, and every time he would come on TV, he stole my bloody mic stand.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he did too. That's
it's like the great soul song, "Grab a Grudge and Hold It." It's incredible. I didn't take the microphone.
No, why would you? Why would you?
Why would you? Story anyway. Here's the thing, though. We kind of. Tasmania was also very generous and very kind to us. Just certain times, different states, especially in the days when airplay was just local. So you could have a hit in Brisbane and not have one in Victoria, or you could have one in whatever the scenario was. And I think we were doing okay in Tasmania with Jojo Zepp and the Falcons, and we were riding high on the hit and run, I think, and I was just I was outside my head, and we're doing a tour, and I think it was around the time, might have been around the time when Bob Marley passed away, because I know we were in Tasmania when Bob passed away, and we're playing in Burnie, and that was tough. That was a tough town, As the old gag, they had broken leg of lamb on the menu, right?
That's good.
That's
I like
really good. Love you, Bernie. But
G'day to
that's
everyone,
great.
Bernie. Tonight.
And that was so, and it was all guys, right? There was there was a lot of gals, but mainly it just, I'm looking in the audience, and it was and they were heavy dudes, and it was, I thought we were going to just die this incredible death, and I thought, I can't get out of these blues alive. I knew this from the start, and there was this one woman that was taking the tickets, and she was security. She just controlled. I can't believe she controlled everybody. She said, "Get down from there, Jimmy. Come down here."
Like a mother figure sort of thing.
Mother figure. Oh, sorry. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, you recently came to Tassie. It would be 12 months ago, and played at our local hotel, the Longley International, and it was completely sold out. And we were on the road when I really wanted to go, but we were on the road. But my question is, like, you've been doing this so long, and you're still selling it pre-COVID, selling out rooms, selling out houses. Like, I'm looking here on the screen, and all I can just see is comments saying Joe's an Aussie legend, love Joe. Like, I'm seeing all this stuff. Like, you're still relevant. What do you think it is? Is it just think of your work ethic? I mean, obviously, great songs.
I think there's a lot of components to everything. First of all, you got to love what you do. And I think you've got to be honest about what you do, And I took that on board a long time ago. I felt that if you don't have to be the best, you just have to believe in what you do as be the best you can be. And I think they're and you, with an audience, they're there and they're going to support you. So you want to take them on this journey, and you do this yourselves. Every band can do it. If you can ride the wave, if you're playing for an hour and a half and you're surfing that wave together, it's just a wonderful experience. And you say, that's the greatest drug on earth. But if you're there to clock in and just play your hits, I'm not really interested in my hits. I'm glad I got them, don't get me wrong. And you do, there's no show without punch. I understand all those different things, but if you can feel that you can be suspended by their goodwill and take it somewhere, and don't be scared to die by your own sword. Sometimes it doesn't work, but and be respectful to the people that are there. You don't. They show you so much joy and so much love. It's kind of like it's an easy thing to sort of do, really.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Rachel Riley just says, Joe owns the stage. He's born to perform. So there you go, mate. You got a fan of Rachel there.
Thank you, Rachel.
Okay, I've got to ask about hits, because we've had Ross Wilson on and we've asked him about Eagle Rock. Now, obviously, Harley and Rose, and there's these big hits of yours.
Yeah.
Do you get sick? Do you get sick of them, or do they have sort of a special place, or do you kind of see them in the set list and go, oh, here it goes?
Well, there was a time. There's a period of transition all the time in what you do. So sometimes you're in love with. You have this romance with all the new songs that you play. You have this journey that you take that has value to make you feel that you need to explore this. The past is the past, and sometimes I remember the transition between Jojo Zepp and the Falcons and the Black Sorrows, and I didn't want to play any Jojo Zepp songs for a number of reasons. First of all, I felt that I still had something to say, and I didn't want to be put in a box. And it took me a few years to realise that these are your songs. You wrote those songs. You were by yourself or with people making this up, and they belong to you. They're part of your legacy. Don't be scared of that. But enjoy that. Enjoy the journey that's given you, and the wealth that it had represented. So it took me a long time to do that. I would just say, I'm not Jojo Zepp, I'm Joe Camilleri, and that's kind of true. But I pushed through that, and then I realized that be open to do everything, and I think there lies the thing. So I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem do Harley and Rose, any of those songs, as long as I can, and I don't mind changing them up, as long as I can respect the song and respect the audience. It's pointless playing Chain to the Wheel in 6/8.
Yeah.
That'd be annoying. It'd be annoying for me.
Well, I've had a go at Van Halen. I'll have a go. No.
So you got these things, But of course, I'm 72 years old now, nearly 73. So, I'm still looking for something, and of course, I'm going to be more interested, perhaps, in finding new things to do. Because the greatest thing when you're playing live is that your new stuff should sound as good as your great stuff, and then you have this kind of seamless conversation with your audience, and I think that's good, and it makes you want to come back. Makes you want to, my studio, as I said, I'm too scared to go in there at the moment because I've got nothing. I'm empty. I'm like an empty beach. It's a bit like the top of my head.
Maybe we can send you a song and you can play some saxophone or something on it for us.
I'd be more than happy to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I've been, lockdown has given me. Here's a wacky thing. I've been practicing the saxophone. Because I really just picked up the horn and started playing it, and just used my ear. And I played it like I played it pretty square, and I like rock music, and I like doo-wop music, and I like all kinds of music. But King Curtis and those sort of guys were so I learned a few licks, but now I didn't know how to read, I didn't know how to do anything. In the last 7 months, I've been sort of working, and it's been a joy, just kind of learning the fundamentals, And I got to say, I'm getting worse. But let's make that clear. I'm getting worse, but I feel better about it.
Oh, that's all right. You're probably playing something. Go, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
So when you're playing, so here's the thing. If I can't get a gig, you probably say, "Geez, that guy looks familiar," and I'm playing the Girl from Ipanema somewhere. While you're having your big fat steaks.
Yeah. Oh, mate, look. At this stage, I think us musos will take anything, if that's what we got to do. Oh, mate, that's so cool. Oh, that's so funny.
It's funny stuff, isn't it? And you really got to maintain. You got to get inside your head and then get outside your head. The idea of dressing up to put the rubbish out is a little. It's just an overreach as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, Big Red Bash. I know you played out there. We did it, I could be wrong, 2 years ago. Yeah. Isn't that just one of the most incredible festivals and locations?
It's insane,
I just saw a comment before about Big Red Bash. I wanted to bring it up. But what a place to have a festival out there in the middle of in the desert.
Yeah, and how weird is the atmosphere? No, not just the audience atmosphere, just the, you wouldn't think at night you'd be freezing, during, that whole thing about the desert really got me. I've done that a few times, and one year it was so hot that I thought, I'll just wear my Italian shoes, they're just slippers, I'll just kind of walk around, and I was freezing it went from my feet right up to my neck, I'm just freezing living daylight. And we were playing in the middle, really at night time. I was doing something with Darryl Braithwaite and a few other guys. I think Ross might have been involved in that. And then a couple of years ago, I think now, we had to basically, well, you fly in, but we were on in the afternoon, so it was really a beautiful temperature, and it's just nuts, It only could happen, I think. It can happen in Mars because that's what it looks like. You're in Mars and there's all these four-wheel drives, and it was just so exciting. And it's becoming so big, and everybody wants to do it now. It used to be just like all festivals. They used to be sort of quaint and you finish the gig and you go to the hotel and you meet everybody that was at the gig at the hotel. You know.
Yeah.
So it's a fun time, and I think it's that thing where people take the journey. They want to do the journey. They want to drive there. You know, they want to do their 2,000 kilometres or just to get there and just to be part of it.
Yeah,
It's
for
amazing.
sure.
I talk a lot, don't I?
No, it's great, mate. It's great. I just looked at the time, and normally we've kicked our guests off, but I don't want to. We'll keep going. Hey, can I just see you recently became Australian citizen?
Yeah. How about that?
So, like, you've obviously been here like your lifetime, working and playing, but you've only just recently become a citizen. That's awesome, mate.
Well, it's one I've always, here's the thing. I always wanted to do it, but it's the last thing you think about because you're here, and and I got my ass kicked quite a few times where, there's a lot of people that are in the same boat as me. They say, "Oh, I'll do it next week." Something else comes out, and you don't do it, and then you've got to. What happens? You have a 10-year passport. I have a Maltese passport. 10-year passport, 5-year re-entry visa. So, I was doing a gig with in Hong Kong with Daryl Braithwaite and a couple of heavyweights, and my re-entry visa expired, and they wouldn't let me on the plane. They wouldn't let me on the plane because I'm saying, and then another time I was playing in Dubai with Jamone and Ross Wilson, and the same thing happened. That in Dubai it was really scary because I had a couple of, all of a sudden, Jamone said, "Oh, let's go. We can go early. We can just sit down at the business class lounge. I can get you in. It'll be all right because I fly zoo class." And he said, "I'll get you in. It'll be fabulous. We'll have a few drinks and we'll just kind of talk about, I've married a Maltese and she's nuts. I want you to tell me all you know so I can get, doing all this stuff. She's nuts. That's all I kept hearing. She's nuts. This woman's nuts." Anyway, so, and then I said, "What's the problem?" And of course, Wilson, God bless him, he just says to Jim, "Let's get out of here. Just meet us there. We'll leave your name on the door." And they kept me there we were there 3 hours, kept me there for 3 hours. And I finally got a re-entry visa for 1 day. And,
wow.
And then I realized then that this kind of nonsense, this kind of behavior has to stop, because, and so of course I did it. And it still took nearly 2 years to go through, and so I had to. This is a short story long, or a long story longer. I had to redo my passport, Maltese passport, and what happens because it was war torn, so I'm a child of I'm a 48 baby, so we came out in 1950, and my birth certificate's Joseph Vincent Camilleri. And then I had to get, every time you get a passport, they want a new birth certificate, which should be the same. But I got it back and it was Giuseppe Camilleri. They took out my middle name. They decided to change my first name, right? And I'm saying, I can't be Giuseppe. This is not, it means Joseph. But so they said, this is what they said. "Don't worry about it, Joe. We put an AKA, put a stamp on it, you'll be okay." And I said, "It's not going to be okay." It's not going to be okay because, your passport has to go, your license, your passport, your boarding pass, your kind of, and it took me, and then the Home Office, I had to do the Home Office thing. And I said, "I got to get back into the country." And I said, and this is the funny bit. He said to me, "Okay, how much is that?" And the guy said, "Joe, it's $860 for your passport." I said, "Well, here's my credit card." "I'm sorry, Joe, we only take cash." So I had to go downstairs and get cash for this guy, right? Gave him the money. And then, I had to go to the Home Office. And of course, nobody does anything anymore. You can go there, but you can't talk to anybody. Yeah. I said, "Listen, I've got to change my name. My name is Joseph Vincent Camilleri, and they've changed it. Apparently my name is Giuseppe Camilleri. I need my re-entry visa. And I said, it's not going to happen. It's like, anyway, we finally got it. And I said, well, how much is that? And I said, I need the stamp, because you get a stamp. And he said, well, that's $400. And I said, well, here's $400. We don't take cash.
Take cash, you take card.
So it took me all that
man.
time. And then it took me, I had to rechange. Now I'm back to where I was, but now I'm waiting now for my Australian passport. And it was wonderful to become a citizen, because the problem was, though, the coronavirus kicked in and we had to do it online. And, so I wanted my little waddle, and I wanted to be next to a couple of people, wanted to sing the national anthem with them, but no. It was just a blessing and a sign of the sword and a sign of the cross. And I had to I had to show some blood on my finger, and they said, okay, you look like you're not an alien. You're okay. You're in.
That's good. Well, we're lucky to have you, even though you've been here for
it's
a
wonderful
while.
to be part of. It's wonderful to be part of Australia. I've always felt like I was Australian.
Yeah, of course.
I just didn't. I just didn't get it done, did I?
Didn't get the bit of paper. Well, you got the paper now. So,
paper.
Mate, look, we won't keep you forever, but new album.
Thank you,
you said you got a new album coming, sort of next year. You kind of thinking, or?
Well, it's finished. It's called St. George's Road, and it was fun to make. I actually got my old buddy who produced all the JoJo Zepp stuff to come out of New York, to come down and produce the record. That was interesting because the more you know, the more you don't want anyone else to tell you stuff. But he was really good. He was good fun, and his name's Peter Solly, famous musician as well. And of course, we finished it just a week before the first lockdown of the coronavirus. So I figure that I don't know what to do, and everyone's releasing records, but I don't know if it's a good thing to do, But so we're going to keep it probably till early next year and see how we go, and hopefully that we're all we can see eyeball to eyeball and get in touch with our audience, and I don't know if you'll be allowed to hug them or anything like that, but it'd be nice to sort of play live, wouldn't it? It's kind of that's what we live for that, and people love you doing it, and it'll be really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it, because I feel like I've got to say, if this goes on any longer, I do feel like there probably won't be a place in the world for me, but
Mate, I think. Look, from what I saw, the videos from the Longley Hotel the other week, I think you're as relevant now, if not more relevant than you've ever been. And all I've seen in these comments tonight is you're awesome, Joe. I want to see Joe live again. So, mate,
they probably say, tell him to shut up.
Hey, mate, I really hope the next time we do this, we're doing it in person. I'd love to have a beer, maybe it's whether it be at a gig or a festival, and
be lovely.
Thank you for doing this. I know it's a bit of a stuff
pleasure,
around.
Hey, Nick, I know you didn't have a chance to ask me any questions, but this is
he never gets a chance with me, mate.
Yeah.
No, I just sit back, mate, and just take it in.
It'll be great to see you. I hope we can cross swords somewhere down the track and kiss those boards together.
Yeah,
absolutely
mate. Thanks, Joe, and thanks for the music. Thanks for the time, and
it's an absolute pleasure.
Great to chat, mate. Thank you. Thanks, Joe.
Mate.
Thanks, Joe. See you, mate. What a gentleman, hey?
Absolute legend. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So cool. It's amazing. You think like it was only just recently become a citizen, and like the impact he's had on the Australian
culture.
Yeah. Like you can't turn a radio on without hearing something he's written or played on or sung. You know. Yeah. So really special. Thank you, Joe.
So
yes,
mate, we've got things happening tonight.
We do. We've got things.
We've got the Till It Ends video premiering on YouTube. Is there a link anywhere for that we can throw in?
I think there is a link. We'll sort of link out. There it is.
It's in the comments.
Yeah.
You can check that out. So yeah, go.
Here's my question.
We'll get on there and watch that. Yep.
Australian Eastern Standard Time. Queensland's 6 o'clock and then 7. Is it 7 in Queensland? Or is it 8 here and 9? Is it 8 in Queensland and 9? I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be up tonight till it ends. It's going to be up tonight. So
I'm figuring it's going to be on after this. So
I figure it's going to be on after this. Okay, great.
So we were lucky enough to have our first entry back into playing to actual real people last weekend.
We did.
It was different to our normal setup. Here's a photo, just a little bit different. Check this out.
Look at that.
Yeah, so we're in a cathedral, St. David's Cathedral, beautiful place down in Hobart. A lot of history, a couple of 100 years old, built by convicts, I would assume.
What was great about it is normally, our gigs are, as you guys know, quite a party up atmosphere. Because we had to sit down and we couldn't have a dance sort of COVID, we actually made it as an opportunity to kind of go from sort of start to finish of the career. And I loved it. We had our cousin Emily on fiddle. Brody was with us. Our great mate Scotty Target was with us. Casey wasn't there. We couldn't have drums in a church. It would have just been would have been a bit much. Yeah, it would have been like building a shed. So it was an acoustic show, but it was really great to be back, mate. Really, really great to be back. So,
and we're doing it again next weekend in Launceston.
We are. Lonnie,
there's still a few tickets to the 5 p.m. show. And then we've announced another one on the East Coast, November 15, I believe. A bit of a Sunday session at Scamander there. So, acoustic again. And great to be putting the toe back in the water and playing live again.
Great to be working.
So now, playing in that church, it got me thinking about, it's an old place. It got me thinking about the olden days. Not that I was around, but a bit of our heritage. The convicts
back in your time. Yeah.
And it got me thinking about this song, Van Diemen's Land. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Tasmania back in the day was called Van Diemen's Land, named after somebody Van Diemen, explorer, Dutch guy. And it was a prison colony for England to send people they wanted to get out of their way and put over here. So, our one side of our family came from Germany, Wolfe's, and the other side, the Price side, I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, I think he got done for stealing a geese.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of history in our family. Price side goes back to not the actual first fleet, but one of the first ships that would have come in. He stole a geese and he got sent here for 7 years hard labour. And then obviously, that was the thing, they'd send him here for 7 years hard labour, but they couldn't really get on a ship back. So
so you're pretty much here.
So that's why we're here. So
but we're here. So anyway, got me thinking about this song. Look, I think you two wrote it. I don't really know, but it's just a nice song. It's called Van Diemen's Land, so I thought I'd do that for you tonight.
Have fun.
Hold me now, oh hold me now, till this hour comes back around, and I'm gone on the rising tide, for to face Van Diemen's Land. It's a bitter pill I swallow here, to be rid from the one so dear. We fought for justice and not for gain, but the magistrate sent me away. Hold me now, oh hold me now, until the hour has come around, and I'm gone on the rising tide, for to face Van Diemen's Land. Kings will rule and the poor will toil and tear their hands as they tear the soil. But a day will come in this dawning age when an honest man sees an honest wage. Hold me now, oh hold me now, until the hour has gone around and I'm gone on the rising tide for to face Van Diemen's Land, for to face Van Diemen's Land.
That's cool.
Nice song, isn't it?
Very cool.
Nice song.
I was going to Google who Van Diemen's Land, what his first name was, and then I completely forgot about it in the break. So sorry.
Oh, great! Yeah,
Sorry.
no worries. Well, you know, if there wasn't Van Diemen's Land, we wouldn't have Cascade Blue and
Exactly, the gift.
you know, all these
Hey?
things. So
You wouldn't have... Hey, Nick, we've been very lucky this lockdown. A lot of people have supported our online merch store.
yes,
And
and thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And I thought, you know what, I need to give back a bit. So I went on and bought this Andrew Swift t-shirt. How cool is
Some
that?
great designs, Andrew, doesn't he? He's got some
You
really
know what he
cool...
did? He sent me a mask. It's still in the plastic, obviously.
Wow.
But this is my favourite bit of merch he's got. Look at this. He's got matches.
Matches.
AndrewSwift.com matches.
Well, we've got
So-
this, though. We've got this. We've got Atari games.
Oh! Look at that.
It's a reveal. It's a reveal.
What is that? Is that a
There's
new
music
single?
coming. There's music coming. There's a single.
Is
That's
that
an
a new
Atari game.
single?
Oh my god.
Oh, is there a new
Yeah,
film
I'm
clip?
excited. Oh,
Is
this
there a
exciting.
single? Oh my god.
I'm sensing. Well, we know what it is, obviously, but yeah, look, that's we're pretty excited. We've got new music coming 23rd.
3rd, I believe, 23rd of October.
And,
Edward, that is the new single cover, mate. New single coming out. New music from us, 23rd of October. 23rd of
Yeah.
October. So that's
And
exciting.
we're very excited about it. So just a little teaser, just a little,
Yeah, just a little. Ooh.
just to fire the imagination of what possibly that could be. That is our Atari from the late 80s, early 90s, and
What a
lots of
glorious
bowl of
machine.
popcorn, and that's it's going to be a lot of fun. What do you got for us now?
Well, because I'm wearing an Andrew Swift shirt, I have his matches, and I have his mask, and he's even got me a sticker. I thought I'd better do something by Swifty, just to,
All right, mate. Hit us.
Which one? Runaway train on dead in line. There's work on tracks, but it's gonna take time. The engine's full of coal and burning bright, and the driver's passed out on moonshine. Ain't nobody gonna blow that whistle, no way, no how. I got lost in Ruby lips, way her skirt in, braced her hips. I had that devil fire burning through my bones. Lord have mercy on me, save my soul. Shit got real and she got crazy. I got going before she could take my name. I had that whiskey fire burning through my veins. 3 rocks, 2 fingers, and a crack shot of aim. Here we go. Runaway train on the dead line. There's work on tracks, but it's gonna take time. The engine's full of coal and burning bright, and the driver's passed out on moonshine. Ain't nobody gonna blow that whistle, no way, no how. Mama cried, her daddy raged. Shotgun wedding couldn't make me stay. I had that engine fire burning red hot coals. Yeah, the Lord can't help me none. Save my soul. Runaway train on the dead end line. Used to work on tracks, but it's gonna take time. Engines full of coal and burning bright, and the drivers passed out on moonshine. Ain't nobody gonna blow that whistle. No way, no how. Ain't nobody gonna blow that whistle. No way, no how. Swifty! Yeah, thank you, Wembley!
Very cool. That was good. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's a great song,
took me
mate.
back, it took me back to the gigs, and we'd be backstage and we'd hear Swifty launch into that one, and
Yeah.
just be a great vibe.
And you're like,
Just
right,
can't
we're on.
wait to get out there and do that stuff again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey Nick,
That'll
put that
happen.
picture up. Put that picture up one more time. That little teaser.
A little teaser. Okay, let me just
teaser.
Let me just work technology out here. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Just look at that. Can we just appreciate the jackets for a second? Just
I know it's
know,
pretty full on, isn't it?
if that's not 80s, I don't know what is. And
It's gonna be good.
if that's not a little clue, now everybody, 5 minutes. What? 6 minutes time. 7
Yep,
minutes.
we're gonna jump off and
till it ends.
got-
Is going live.
till it ends. Shot at the Denny Ute Muster. There's some raucous sights in there. If you're at Denny, you could be on this. You need to check this out. It's,
yeah, it's fun.
And the song too is sort of encapsulates our time over the years with Lee. It's been a bloody amazing, real lot of fun.
Incredible,
And,
incredible time.
Yeah, so look, really happy to be a part of this song with the great man. And yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. It really encapsulates. Hey, can I just say, incredible, no breaks. Just when you think it's going to drop out of the charts and die, it's dropped. I think it went from this week from like 27 back up to number 12. So it nearly cracked the top 10 again this week. So
Man,
incredible,
that's cool.
incredible.
That's
Everyone
really
out there
cool.
who's playing it is incredible. We love you. It's just amazing.
Now, I've just
Nick-
seen this comment too here. Just
Yeah.
another note. Just we mentioned Bernie before. My ancestors founded Bernie in Tasmania. My mother's maiden name was Bernie. There you go.
Wow,
Had a
founded
very
Bernie.
historical night tonight here. It's been good.
That's
I enjoyed
cool.
this. Lovely.
Founded Bernie. Imagine if your family founded Bernie. Wow, that's cool. I like
That's
that.
awesome.
I love that stuff. I could talk about that type of stuff for hours, and I will. No. Nick, next week, really cool. Damien Leith.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Great. I love. Actually, there was one of his songs, post Idol. I think it was called 22 Steps. Wasn't like
yeah,
a
I
big
remember that
hit
song,
for.
yeah.
Wasn't a big hit for him, but I bloody loved him doing that. So
Yeah,
I'm going to see if I can get him to make him
maybe
sing
break that one out for us. Yeah.
it. All right. What else we're going to
Fantastic,
cover?
guys.
Anything else we're going to cover? Do you want to
No,
do
I
a
think
bit
that's
of?
about it.
Do you want to do a bit of?
I'll give you a little verse and chorus.
And I'll do the second verse chorus.
Or we're gonna swap over. All right. What can you doing?
okay.
G?
Wait, I'm supposed to have the same tuning. Play G.
Don't play with me because it won't be.
No, I'm not
time.
going to play with it. I'll be quiet. Shh, I'm quiet.
This is my note.
This is my note. Okay.
It's been fun. It's been great. Yeah, I know it's getting late, and they'll soon be telling us it's time to go. It's such a shame we have to part. It's like we've only made a start. And all that I am saying is I reckon we'll be staying until it ends, till the sun comes round again. We ain't going nowhere, we're just hanging in. The first to come, the last to leave, and that's the way it's gonna be. I'm not sure when we'll be back again, so we'll just be right here till it ends.
Oh, we got high, we got low, we got drunk and we got sober, and then we turned around and we did it all again. That's right. We won't give up what we're good at. We won't wear out that mountain man. Yeah, there ain't no need for closure. This is over and it's over till it ends. Till it ends, till the sun comes round again. We ain't going nowhere. We're just hanging in. First to come, last to leave. That's the way it's gonna be. Nick, take over. I'm not sure we will be back again, 'cause we'll just be right here till it ends.
Till it ends, till it ends, till the sun comes round again. We ain't going nowhere, we're just hanging in. The first to come, last to leave, that's the way it's gonna be. I'm not sure when we'll be back again, so we'll just be right here till it ends. Till it ends, till it ends, till it ends. See if we can time the ending together. Oh. It looked visually in time, but
Visually
like it
in
came
time,
out at
yeah.
different times. Yeah.
I don't know.
One day they'll work out the technology and we'll just be able to stay at our own houses and just
Yeah.
play together at the same time.
Not
Can you
long.
imagine?
I just can't wait till we can put the hologram version out.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, I saw
So
people
guys,
asking the link,
Yep.
so we're going to go put it up, Facebook and stuff now. So the YouTube premiere of Till It Ends is coming in the next few minutes. Make sure you share that, you tag your mates, share it onto every page known to man. Let's get this one. Let's try and get 100,000
viral.
views.
Let's get it viral. Come on.
Let's get it viral. Let's get reported for debaucherous behaviour at Denny. Let's do that. Okay, done.
All right. Have a great week, guys. See you at the premiere in a couple of minutes.